Welcome back to my channel where we talk about things on the internet that I find amusing and wish to share with you all. Today we're going to take a look at everyone's favorite magic show, The Magic Show. For those of you who don't know, The Magic Show is a show that you've probably seen on Snapchat, yet is also available on Facebook. It's under Rick Lax Productions, who is responsible for polluting Facebook with horrible magic tricks and mind readings that are either just simple math tricks or flat out fake tricks that aren't even real.
But for this to work, I need you to think about how old you were when you had your first kiss. Think of the month that you were born. Now, convert that month to a number. So take your birth number and multiply it by 2. Now add 10, and now divide by 2. And now subtract your birth month number. You have to agree that if I get it right, you'll share this video with your friends. But you're considerate.
Now that Facebook junk was years ago, so surely Mr. Lax has come around and started to put a little more effort in his work. You'd think so, right?
Thinking like a board, like trees.
Oh
right?
my God.
All right. Okay, make sure you're keeping your cores tight. All right, this is like a little yoga session we all get.
So here we have The Magic Show. As stated, it's mainly on Snapchat, but has grounds on Facebook, just like Lax's previous work. He has a few other magicians that are on this show. Justin Flom, Wyan van den Berg, Jay Brizzy, and of course our favorite, Rick Lax, amongst other content creators. Sorry if I butchered any of those names. Now, as I took a look at their earlier seasons, there was some genuine use of sleight of hand and illusions that I think required some talent. It wasn't any Chris Angel material, but it was still somewhat impressive. But as the show progresses, it becomes more half-assed, hilariously staged and faked, and just turns into something that it really wasn't to begin with. Not that any of us love the original content.
Oh my God, there's a little baby! Wait, no, wait, where did that boy go? No, really, where did that boy?
And some of these tricks are just little shitty items you can get at a store, like gag items, things that are supposed to be fake. I don't know. It's really dumb that he passes this off as magic. I find it hilarious when they always have some type of audience who's always just, a group of their friends acting super surprised at whatever trick he might be performing. Like this one, he's like, oh, I'm gonna turn this car into a dog. And then it's just a Transformer toy or some shit. And his friends are like, oh my gosh, that's fucking crazy. He put in his finger and the car turned into a dog. These grown adults are losing their shit over a toy. And I swear, he knows his audience way too well because he has to spell everything out for them sometimes. Like, I really hate to knock on people's opinions, but those who watch this are either children or just the typical people you find on Facebook, which aren't exactly the brightest people. Now, like I said, as the series progressed, it got more half-assed, and some tricks are straight up cuts in videos. Like, they just replace the item, like this one with the Play-Doh and the balloon. Like, who the fuck falls for that?
Oh, look at that, huh?
And magic isn't all he does, he even dives into the paranormal realm. I mean, this kitchen video, there's just so much wrong with this. Like, she's not even looking at him, it's painfully fake, like, the acting is bad, like, I just don't understand. I just know that Rick, at the end of each video, is looking at it like, man, this is some good shit. People are gonna eat this shit up, this is gonna be great. Which I can't wrap my head around. Or maybe he's self-aware. Maybe he knows his shit's terrible. He just maybe taps into his audience super well and just like takes advantage of them, I guess. I honestly don't know which is worse. Now, one video that struck me in particular was this video they have called Magicians Are Not Demons. A pretty aggressive title. So he goes on to read all these mean comments of how people are calling him a demon and so on and so forth. And it's just pretty much a disclaimer saying that magic isn't real. Spoiler alert. And none of them are demons. I just find the whole video really weird. He continues on to talk about Christianity and how that he's a Christian, and in the Bible it says that magic is forbidden. However, they don't actually do magic, it's more arts and crafts. I'll tell you one thing that's in the Bible, it tells you to not take advantage of dumb people, and that's exactly what you're doing. I thought that video was kind of an outlier on their channel. It's a little more serious. I mean, there's some magic involved in it, whatever, but it's just weird that they had to make that video, or felt the need to make that video, rather. Now, what really caught my eye before I ever decided to make this video was how most of the stuff I saw on Snapchat wasn't really magic at all. It was more pranks. Everyone's favorite kind of content. I mean, just like all prank content, it's hilariously fake and so unoriginal. It makes way, way, way too much sense that Rick Lax would put this kind of content on his already shitty magic show. I mean, you know, dressing up like an old man, getting in bed, pretending to be her boyfriend, that kind of shit, tying shoes on someone who's on a bench, like just really, really dumb stuff, and it's so bad. I mean, luckily from what I saw, there isn't too much sex appeal, which good for you, because, like, you know, your audience, like, kids are going to click on that stuff. There's this one thumbnail that's just ridiculously, like, cleavage in your face. But that's all I really saw for that kind of stuff. I mean, and he's got a really loyal audience, which is really concerning. Over 3.5 million likes on Facebook, over 11 million followers on Facebook. I'm sure it's one of the biggest shows on Snapchat. I mean, it is on Facebook, and like I said earlier, Facebook don't exactly got the brightest bunch. And like I've said in my other video, Snapchat just has terrible content as is. But don't get it twisted, I use Snapchat. You can't avoid seeing the dog shit on there. I think the audience is mainly children, which I can admit, when I was a kid, I would watch dumb shit like this all the time. It's just unfortunate that this show, and mainly Rick Lax, is reaping the benefits for making stupid and scammy content. Anyways, that's all I got to say about the magic show. If you liked it, leave a like. If you disliked it, leave a dislike. Comment if you'd like. And as always, thank you for watching.